Hello and welcome to the Stover Farm channel, everyone. We are live. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there in the United States. It's a bit of a rainy day here in the Midwest. I'm checking the audio in my ears right now, and I'm going to pull this headset off because, well, there's a massive delay. So I'm going to jump that over there, and I learned my lesson the first time I did the streaming, and that is you've got to make sure you've got good audio. We're going to get the 80s tunes moved out a little bit right there. I haven't streamed for a while. I hope everyone is doing well. Was traveling a little bit for work. You know, it's funny. We have day jobs, right? You know, you got to pay the bills. It's crazy. Was traveling a little for work. Didn't have my computer with me. Wasn't playing any farm sim. Wasn't doing any gaming. And it was kind of sad. And I think while I was, out, Farm Sim 25 got released. And so much information came out about it. I don't know what I think quite yet. I've been watching all of the videos, and I'm kind of holding my judgment for a little bit. I don't know. There's a lot of info out. There's a lot of great YouTubers who have done some videos on it already. We've seen screenshots. We've seen videos. We've seen everything that you would expect, I think, for this early in the game on what it's going to look like. And I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think it's going to be cool, but I really, really want to focus on performance and smoothness in our systems. So, what we could be seeing right now are pictures and videos on computers that are maxed out, right, to the hilt, maximum requirements that you could have for your computer. And so, yeah, it looks great. But what's it going to look like on, like, a medium system? What's it going to look like on a low system? I don't know. And we aren't going to know that until we get a little closer to November. Still very excited. I think it's awesome. But two things I still stand with. And I will probably do a review as new stuff comes out. But two things still really, really need to be answered. And that is mods. If the game is going to be on the current FS22 engine, that is what we've got right now, is there an easy way to move mods over from FS22 to FS25? If we can do that, game changer. Might anger some mod makers, maybe, but if we can easily get mods over from 22 to 25, game changer right away. And then second, again, it's performance, optimizing the engine for the systems that we're playing on. Beyond that, though, I am talking out my butt because I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to be cool. I think we're going to like it. Again, all the games have been good. I need to shut up and just start playing, because the whole goal of what I do is when I do these lives is I just want to play the game. So let's jump into it. We are in my save game of No Man's Land, and I am calling this Convoy, Ohio. And I want to make sure I get everything set up correctly here. Got my mic. I've got, let's see here. Are we hearing everything correctly? Let me bring up the game. Oops, that is my... Where's the game? I need to hear the game. Come on, hear the game. Boom. There's my... Why can't I hear the game? Jumping in a tractor. Alright, I see it going there, but why can't I hear it? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear my tractor. I can't hear it. I got the right headset on? Yeah, I got the right headset on. Is game out there? Can you guys hear the game? If I hello from Wisconsin. Got a couple people coming in here. We got Midwest Hound TV. Happy 4th of July. Hello from Wisconsin. Love it. Nathan Graham. You know there's going to move all the mods. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. Modding is supposed to be a lot more simpler for everyone. There's even a tutorial on how to start modding with it. I hope, absolutely hope, that it is significantly easier for everyone getting into 25. I still can't hear my own game though. What is going on? Oh, you know what? I see my problem. Stand by. I think I had. Oh. I want to hear my game. I will. As long as you guys can hear it, that's fine, but it's going to make me very, very sad. Yep, you got the name right. Midwest Hound TV. Okay, very cool. Glad. You know, it's tough when you see, people jumping on and you try to get their names right. You want to get their names right. But now I want to get my name right. That is all good. Using an external mixer here. Do you have the sound up? I know, it's crazy. You would think so. I do have the sound up, I promise. But USB is down. I'm gonna have to throw up my standby. Check this out. I do have a blown turbo here. Watch this. Yeah, there we go. Now, let me get this fixed here real quick. fixed it. You know, there's so many twists and turns and things that you've got to like work on when you're streaming. Like I said, I've said this before. Not easy. Probably one of the more difficult things to do is to run a stream. Try to like make it, I don't know, as fun and entertaining as possible. Have all the proper audio and video, and then you run into problems and you got no one other than yourself to fix it. And I think I got it fixed. So let me make sure you all can hear. Bringing the sound up a little bit on the game. And yeah, good to go. What do we got here? We got a couple of folks saying some things. Let's take a look here. Go Skulls. I don't know who the Skulls are. You'll have to, I guess, tell me. You live in Big Lake, Montana. You're like maybe 30 minutes south of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 10 minutes from the Illinois and Wisconsin border. You know, I've got a map that I built in Wisconsin. It was based around no man's land as well. I've been trying to get someone to come help build a map just for me. Yeah, it'd be cool if folks could build maps just for us. I've been doing that. I build your map, like I build your farm, and it's been going okay. I've got like 3 of them down now. They've gone pretty good. So tell me out there. I think I've got everything. I've got audio. I've got video going. If someone can just give me a nice thumbs up that you can hear the game. Let me give you a little rev of the motor. And you can hear me chatting it up, and that the audio levels are good. And if they're not, you know, ping me or throw something at me. What do we got going on? Let's take a look at the map first, and I'll show you kind of like where I'm at with Convoy, Ohio. So we're going to turn flight mode on. We're going to go into flight state, and I am going to, we'll keep everything else on. And why didn't that? Come on. Flight state is on. Let me turn on my multiplier. And here we go. We're going up in the sky. Last time I did this, I tried to fly my helicopter. I actually got it back. It's over here. Let me take you down. I'll show you where it's at. It's right here. It flew way off the map. But I got it back. So here we are. We've got, everything is planted on the map. We've got corn, which is likely going to be cut for silage. I've got beans here in front of us. Those are, I kind of missed a few things. I didn't plant very well. I was using the vehicle control add-on, and I guess I missed some things. Grass over here by the train track. Nice. I've already got first cutting there. And then over here, more grass, because we need to go and purchase cows. And then I've got some corn over here as well. And I kind of got angry with myself because I downloaded a bunch of custom textures, and especially a new corn texture. I think I had new oat textures as well. But then I went in and I did the verification of the game. And it unfortunately overwrote all those files. So it is back to the base types of crops that are here. What can you do, though? So let's turn this off. And I need to do some cleanup. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't got a new computer yet. I haven't done my PC. I'm working on it. But I was messing around with a bunch of graphics settings. This game is so difficult to set your graphics settings up properly. And I had all my vehicles like all over the place. So I've got stuff everywhere. And I really need to get everything cleaned up and back to the proper location. So like my Beast 1000, my 4x4, it's sitting out on the road, so let's go ahead and take it back to the house. And then I'm going to hop in the map, and I want to see where I've got other things out and about because they're everywhere. What do I have over here? My Ford F350 is over here, just chilling. Let's get it back. What is everyone doing? Anything fun for 4th of July? We went over, we did a little bit of kind of a late lunch, early dinner with the family, mom and dad. It's kind of raining in Indy. It's a little humid, a little hot. And we're back home now. Wanted to do a stream. Haven't played the game in really over a week because I was working, traveling for my job, and just wanted to play. And for these, I really try and keep it low key, just having some fun. The stuttering is driving me crazy. I don't know. This game is a love-hate relationship. You get it running so well, and then it just starts losing its mind. I have been running, and this has been playing perfectly at 60 frames a second, because that's where I've got it locked. The game comes locked at 60 frames per second. You can upgrade it now. And I've gone in, the settings are perfect, it's been fine, and now it is playing terribly, and it just drives me absolutely crazy. Again, it could be my own fault though, because I am on a Mac, and I'm probably I'm asking too much of the Mac to do this properly, and I'm asking too much of the map too. Yeah, I don't know. It really drives me crazy. And that's what I'm talking about for FS25 too. Is Giants, you have got to get this game optimized for playing, because it should. Let's pull up. Let's actually do this right now. So I've got an error there. I'm pulling up console. I'm going to show the frames per second. So we're sitting at 40 right now. But then look at that. Did you see that drop? Watch. So let's just sit here and watch this for a second. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not doing anything. And we're sitting at 55. Again, I've got it locked at 60. So 60 is the fastest that it can go on this system. I'm not moving anywhere. What in the hell is it doing? Why is it going 55, 60, and then dumping to 20 and 15 and 10 and then back? I do not understand it. And that's what I'm talking about on, FS25 is we've got to get this game to be optimized so that it runs properly on people's systems. This system, as it sits, blows the requirements of Mac out of the water. So again, there's no issues there. It should be running extremely smooth, and it is not. And I don't even want to put you through this. I really don't. I don't want you. So look at that. 3 frames a second. Now 50. Everything's fine. We're running around. Let's go out here in the field. And I'm sorry to be grumpy about this, but I do not get it. I have spent hours trying to figure this out. Again, we're out in the field. Nothing is out here, just the field. And if we stand here, 59, you can see it locked at 59. And it's staying there now. But if I come over, I get close to something. Do you see that drop? 15. For like a split second, a micro stutter. 12, 8. I'm going to try one thing. Stand by. I'm dumping everything out of my trash. I'm turning off everything on my system. Force quitting all that. All right, I'm back. I got rid of, delete cache. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've gone in, cleaned the cache. I've done the run around the maps. And it is just, I don't know, it's infuriating is what it is. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to go back into here. False. I'm going to get rid of the HUD. Let's play the game without the HUD there. Let's see. I mean, let's just see what we can do. I didn't want to put you through this. It's supposed to be a relaxing game, but I can't even walk around without these micro stutters. Mr. Gold, you're here. You know, that's actually a really good point. I wonder if it's just... It could be this save game. But look at it. Again, let me pull this back up. So if anyone is familiar with Farm Sim and how you can get into the console, I'm going to type in here. So I brought the console up. You can see it. Show FPS true. That turns on your frame rate up here. And, you know, I was standing there doing nothing, and it was dumping down to, look at that, 20s. $13. Just right there. Just for a split second. Why? 13. Is it this pile of rock? I have no clue. Maybe. Okay, let's get rid of it. So if you know, you can go into the map editor just like this. If you've got something dumped out here, you are welcome to come in to landscaping, painting, and you can paint whatever you want over it, and it will actually get rid of whatever you have dumped on the ground. So I'm putting animal mud down right now. We're watching my frames. I didn't intend for this stream to be like a complaining session about the game, because I was really happy with the performance of it not long ago. Could it be these things? Possible. So let's get rid of them. Okay. And then right here, it was where it was dropping to 13. Surprisingly, it's no longer dropping to 13 frames per second right there. It did right there. There was 8. Right there. So that, you know, begs to question, like, is it something in the game? Is it something on my map? And this is where it gets really frustrating, I think, for a lot of people as they're downloading mods. And I get it. I really do get it. You know, you download something and you see someone playing it online and you're like, oh my gosh, that's really awesome. I want to play that. I want that mod. And you start playing with it and it's not working on your system. This is why we've got to be, I guess, compassionate and open-minded for folks when they do hop on like Facebook or they get on the Discord servers and they say like, hey man, my system is not running right, or this mod is not running right, because something's up. Again, I don't know what it is. We're just going to get through it and hope for the best here. And if not, you know what? I'll close this out and we'll build a farm somewhere. We'll load another map up and see what it does. I just don't know. What is... Oh, try no vehicles and see if it changed. Yeah, I think... you might be right. What it's doing, Mr. Gold, is it's just pushing me further and further towards wanting a PC. Because I can't do this. Like right there. Look at that. Let's get rid of this vehicle. Let's see if it's this vehicle. So maybe it's this Patriot. Sell that. Gone. Nope, it's still there. Is it this planter? Maybe it is this planter. This is an in-game mod hub planter. You know, I believe it's an all-platform planter, but let's get rid of it. Gone. Nope. Still stutter right there. That's the new F350, the Agritano F350 that came out. Could it be this? I don't know. Let's get rid of it. No. Still a stutter. Okay, let's get rid of my 8530. I'm going to end up deleting my entire batch of equipment here. No, still stuttering right there. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's get rid of... Did you see that? That was a terrible stutter. Okay, let's get rid of this. 8530. Or 8410, excuse me. Sell. Gone. Interesting. Nope, stutter right there. So this is, I did not intend for this to be a mod troubleshooting session, but this is a really good, I think, example of what you have to do to find in your game when things are not running well. So we're going vehicle by vehicle, and I'm deleting things. And you're right, that 8410 was a third-party tractor. Now, it's performed great for the longest time. I'm going to pull my... pull this back up. I just want to see if we still see major drops. Interesting. That 8410 going away. I love that tractor, too. If that was it, that would make me very, very... Nope, see, it just did it again. What are we standing by? We're standing by this trailer. I really, really like that trailer, too. Nope. So what are we standing by? All of these are... Everything over here is all in-game Mod Hub. The only thing that's not in-game Mod Hub over here is this. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of it. Gear wrench mods, but they're horrible for gameplay. I don't know if I have any gear wrench mods, Mr. Gold. I might. Not even letting me sell this. So this is a in-game Mod Hub. It's a Ripper, I think. Staying right about 50 right now. A little bit of a drop. Yep, massive drop right there. Down to 5 frames a second. Pleasant View Farms, good evening, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You know, this started out as a, like, I'm going to play, do my usual, have some fun, and it has turned into a what in the world is the game doing session, because I'm seeing spectacular, like, running around, everything's great, no issues, and then these terrible stutters down to like 2 and 3 frames per second. So we're going vehicle by vehicle and deleting things and kind of showing you what you have to do when you start getting performance issues with the game. You think it's the buildings? Okay. Good point. So this is, what is this? Let's go in here. This is the American Workshop, all platform mod, but let's sell it. Get rid of it. It's funny, as I run by that character... Okay, watch those frames per second. What is it doing? Interesting on the multiple barns, too. So I do have... Let me go in and take a look here. I'll show you. So there is the new, so right here, this is the expandable pastures ready mod that I added in here. Could very well be it. This is a new addition. Let me click on this. Actually, I need to have... You know what? What the heck? Let's just get rid of it. I'm open to anything because I'm so frustrated. Look at that. Even in the game editor, as I'm hovering over this. Let's delete it. I want to let me delete it. I don't have animals. Oh, interesting. That's gone. Why won't you let me delete that? Let's sell that. There should be... Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to come in here and turn the help menu on. I think that will... Let me turn... Help menu on. Let me get out of the building. I feel like this has to be it. This building, this animal building right here, has to be what is destroying my frame rate, my gameplay, because A, I can't delete it. There's no animals in here. What is the what is the hotkey, if anyone remembers, to show the expanded pastures? I do not remember what that is. Let me sell this. Sell that. I don't know, Ronnie, why I can't delete it. There's no animals in there. So I'm wondering if that's why it is... There's some type of error with it. This is a recent addition to the in-game mod hub, if I'm not mistaken. This is the expandable pastures-ready cow barn. Again, I have no animals inside of it. But I do have some tractors in here, so let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. Unplayable running around in here. It's Z on PC. Okay. Yeah, I need to see the... I'm wondering if... So I come up here. I need to turn that nav or that mesh on. It's not letting me do it. Very, very, very frustrating. But I think right here, this is the problem that we're having with this map right now. And this is showing you, again, I'm kind of, in a way, glad this is happening. Because we read forums all the time. People go and they'll post and say, hey, I've got terrible stuttering, or I've got, the game is just playing terribly. What can I help me do it? Help my settings. And some people are helpful, but some people are, a little pushy when they respond. But you can see this does happen. Let me try T. So T or P does something too. There should be a... All right, let me sell that. So that's gone. Again, I feel like I'm completely destroying my map, but that's okay. Again, I'd rather try and get to the bottom of it. There are no pastures over here. There was an expanded pasture right in here, but it's not letting me... Will not let me delete that barn. And that barn was... Can I just walk up to it and... No. And I don't think I can come in and delete object input. No. All right, well, let's try something here. I'm going to save. So since we're turning this live stream into a troubleshooting session, I'm going to save and just walk you through things that I can do. So saving the game. Quitting the game. I'm going to come back into that map. Well, we can take a look at all my mods here that we've got. So this is the extent of my mods right now for this. We can scroll through here. If you're interested. Almost to the bottom. I got a lot of mods in here. Not gonna lie. I definitely and openly will admit that I have a mod problem. That I do like my mods. Coming down almost to the end. Almost to the end. And there we go. So we're gonna let the game load. And I'm gonna pull up the console so you can see it. So anyone, again, if you're interested, you can see as the game loads what you get. You can see all the errors. You can see warnings. You can see certain things that pop up on the game for the mods, for the map. And what we also have to remember is I've been playing this map for a long time. I've made some extensive modifications in the map editor. So, again, it could just be the file has gone bad. I don't know. You're doing a 24-hour stream? Oh my gosh. How are you going to do that? That would make me so anxious. I would not know what to do. Well, I'm thinking we're gonna see if we can delete this cow barn, And I'm going to be honest, if I can't delete this cow barn, I'm going to close the game out, and I'm going to open up a brand new map. I'm just going to choose a map. We're just going to start. We're just going to go from the beginning. Again, this is a stream. It's not a, nicely put together packaged video. We're just playing the game. We're just having fun on 4th of July, right? Got to calm down, catch my breath, not worry. I need to have a little sip. I got my ear on mute. You guys will actually appreciate this, I think. My wife got me that because of my first stream when I was on mute for like the first 10 minutes. Yeah. Again, this is not easy. And I give full respect to the DJ Gohams, the clutch simulations, everybody else that does this so well and has so many great followings. You do a great job. You really do. It's not easy. Alrighty. Let's see if it's going to allow me to delete this damn cow barn. I've pretty much destroyed the map. I'm going to delete this building too. Just get rid of that building. This is Legacy Ag's shop right here. I have never had any issues with Legacy Ag mods. I've got some lights up here. Let's just get rid of these too. So I definitely, it's a very, very good point, Matthew. I am extremely guilty of this right now. There is a ton of equipment in this area. But it's my farm, right? I've got to have this equipment in this area. I guess I could, yeah, I guess I could expand it. Now, look at that. Still seeing these massive dumps. This still will not let me delete. Okay, the only difference is I am seeing Pasture Helper. So I'm going to turn Pasture Helper on. Align pasture extensions. So this is a What is I? Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna sell that. So that was an extension. This is the extension ready mod that is out there. You can basically add areas. It's a genius mod, by the way. It's in the in-game mod hub. You can take a barn like this, and you can see the area in blue where that's the mesh, I believe, where the animals will walk, and then you can extend the pasture to other areas, and I have extended that to right here. But in doing so, there we go. Sell that. Big drop as I sold it. All right, let's drop out of... Let's run over here. So we're seeing 55, 56, 60 frames a second. Not seeing... Well, no, there's a drop to 12. Thank you, Farm Sim Canuck. I did. I finally deleted the extension, and that allowed me to delete everything. What a mess. I thought I was going to come in and we were going to play the game, and I was going to be able to, you know, I needed to fertilize, but I can't even play the game because it's just, I probably have too much crap. I'm going to save. I'm going to quit. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to open another map. Let's just open another map. And I was always told, like, when something's wrong, just calm down, open up another map, just move on. So let's do that. Yes, I really want to quit. Because I saw this morning, and I downloaded it, LMA Montana was officially out. I think it was in beta for the longest time. And it just got released this morning on, I believe it's No Creek Mapping on their itch.io page. And I've got it right over here. And we are a farm manager. Let's jump into it. And it's what's interesting, I think I'm pretty certain this is a 4X map. And I was just kind of running around on it today, and performance was spectacular. I had no issues with it. So let's load Loma and see what we can do. America Creations face cam. Oh, like my face cam with the guidance steering thing. I appreciate that. I think that's what you're talking about. I have such a face for radio that I had to put something up here that was a little more fun to look at. And so like I like to indulge when I go out and have like family picnics and stuff. So we did a 4th of July thing here. I ate a lot. Let's just say that. So it also kind of hides my chin just a little bit. That's right. Hides my chin. Well, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So I'm using OBS. And here we are. We're in Loma, Montana. And look at this. It is freaking locked at 60. So, like, that... It might very well just be my fault that I've overextended my welcome on No Man's Land with that particular game save. Because I load that game save, and I'm standing there, just like I'm standing here right now. And, well, as I mentioned that, it dropped to like 30 frames a second. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm not moving the mouse. I'm not touching anything. And you can see that frames per second moving, going, from 60, which I've got it locked at, down into the 40s. But still significantly better and cleaner. I mean, it is locked at 60 right now. And I'm in Loma. But all I've done is kind of run around. I don't even know where to start. I'm farm manager. So I think I do have equipment, but I've never liked starting with the base game stuff. So let's sell this. Let's just see what we can do with literally jumping into a game. That gave us a bunch of money. Let's sell this. Yeah, Daniel, I really do. I think I don't think it's so. It's a Mac. I think it's a Mac issue thing. I really do. I think it's a farm sim and Mac compatibility issue because the requirements of this system, while not the the biggest and baddest Mac out there. It's a Mac Studio running. This particular one is running 64 gigs of RAM. This one is actually slightly different than my original one that I had, but this is an M2 Ultra Mac Studio. Supposedly a fairly beefy system, and well exceeding the minimum requirements, even like the maximum requirements of FarmSim on a Mac. And I think it's a FarmSim Mac issue, which you know what that means. I just have to build a proper Windows system, right? What should I build? What should I build? So I've been watching some videos out there on YouTube, and AMD, I think, I'm looking for cost to performance, best cost to performance. Now, I will admit, so I am like in all new territory when it comes to building or talking about building systems, but I'm looking at AMD. Ryzen 5 78 something, and then I believe X3D, and a Radeon. I should write all this down. You guys are going to laugh at me. But like I think a fairly high, a nice price to performance ratio system. Daniel, I think you're spot on. It doesn't have the best graphics capability for games, but for editing and rendering, it's spectacular. I mean, it works so well to do, when I'm able to just record stuff on YouTube and take it in and edit so fast, so amazing. But you're right, it probably doesn't have the graphic abilities to really run awesome. A couple things that I do to improve my graphics performance. I usually do a wildlife toggle. And then I typically, for this, like I go ahead and just turn traffic off. The traffic in FarmSim is terrible as it is. I've never found it enjoyable. Traffic off. We want economic difficulty on hard, timescale at 3. Seasonal growth, that's fine. Days per month, 2. Fixed visuals off. Snow, yes. I like fast dirt. Turn off auto start. Stop and go braking is on. Fuel usage, let's make that high. And everything else should be good. Don't go with the 3D model, so not the X3D. Interesting. Okay. Do you have any recommendations? Does anyone out there have recommendations on sites, YouTube channels, YouTubers, anyone that is, really, I guess, well-respected and could provide insight for someone like myself? Again, never built a system in my entire life. To learn to build something and actually, not break the bank. Liquid cooled 64 gig 4090 graphics. That sounds really expensive. What processor? Newegg for parts, okay. Not Amazon? Or, I guess maybe Amazon, you're maybe even you're buying from Newegg. Who knows? Emergency guy, am I getting FF25? Absolutely, I'm getting FS25. I talked a little about it, I think, when I started the stream before my meltdown on my game save in No Man's Land that was making it virtually impossible to play the game. I am absolutely getting FS25. Very excited for it. And again, I've watched a lot of the videos. I've seen a lot of the YouTubers and farm sim tubers talking about it. I'm excited for it. I'm reserving judgment slightly because I have two things that are really important for me on this. I think one, modding. The ability to get mods from 22 to 25 is going to be critical. I know in the past it's always been, for the most part, mods get ported over or they get converted. If Giants can make it so that modders can easily convert their FS22 mods to 25, I think that'd be very good for the brand. Because we've been, and this, hear me out on this, we have been 3 years. So FS22 came out in, 2021? Late 2021. So we're 3+ years into it. And if I'm not mistaken, the 19 to 22 was a shorter period of time. 17 to 19 was even shorter. Well, we've had the game for so long. There's so many great mods that are here right now that it would be an injustice, in my opinion, if modders had to completely redo all their mods. It would not be good. I don't think, personally. If we can quickly get it over to 25, it'll be a win. And the second thing, I said there were two things. First being mod compatibility, easy mod conversion. The second is performance. Performance. And I kind of, demonstrated it to you right here. So I'm on a Mac. The game is supposed to be fully compatible with Mac and should be playing properly on a Mac. We can certainly blame myself for the map that I was on. A lot of stuff that was, on that particular map, a lot of vehicles in one place. But I shouldn't have performance issues like this, where, I've got the game set up at 1920 by 1080. It's performing great sometimes, and then performing very, very poorly. So I would like to see just the game performance improve. And that's why when you see those videos and you see there was that beautiful shot that they released of the wake in the water and the light rays coming through the trees, absolutely gorgeous. But we don't know what system they were running on that. That might have been a absolutely beast of a system. I don't know. I would like to see medium and lower end, high end systems, as such thing exists, perform well. Let the game perform well. All right, so we're in Loma. We gave up on my No Man's Land save. I'm so sorry I had to do that, but we're in Loma, and I've never played Loma. I downloaded it this morning from No Creek Farms. I want to jump into flight mode because I want to just kind of run around the map real fast and see if there's an area that I would like to buy. We have $2.6 million. And I feel like there was a cow farm or a cattle farm up on a hill. And if you haven't downloaded this map, I mean, it's really pretty. Yeah, so up here, you've got, it looks like, what is this? Canola's in the ground right now. And canola and canola. Okay. And there is a house over here. And this, I think, is a pasture. Let's look. Can I buy this? Farmland. Balance. The value in that is, oh, that's not that expensive at all. So let's buy that. And let's buy 19. That's a lot more expensive. Let's buy that. That's going to give us... We've got $1.6 million, but we now own this. Do we own anything else? No, we did not own anything else. So that'll be fine. Now, let's check out my new farm. I've actually, you know, it's funny. I've never did that sign at that farm say Helena? Good question. Let's take a look. Let's see. Where was that at? We got PDG on tonight. PDG, what's happening, my friend? How's it going? Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the Stover Farm. We're in Loma, Montana. We had a major meltdown in my other map. Things were not going well. We had to make a transition over to a different map. And now we're trying to find, for Emergency Guy, a sign on this map that said Helena. I don't know. I think it might have been at the start of the map. There is an overlook. And we'll find it. We'll find it for you. Let's get my speed multiplier up here a little bit. Make it a little faster for us. We'll go up a little higher. We'll try to find that lookout. Is it right there? I think it was. It's right here. So let's see what you were asking for. This is the spawn point for the game. BDG, no, not a nuclear meltdown. It was my game save was not doing well. So this is, I don't know if this is Helena or not. This is U.S. Department of the Interior, Bureau of Land Management. And again, this is Loma, Montana, it's just been released. There was a beta version of it out for a while. And now it is on the mapmaker's itch.io page. Let's actually go and let's try something here, folks. Stand by. Let's come here. Let me go and pull this up real fast. I've not done this yet. Loma. All right, we're coming back in. So here it is. This is Loma, Montana. And this is by No Creek Farms. And this was, I believe, released today. Again, it was in beta for the longest time. And it is now available for full download. And it is absolutely beautiful. It is a map that just, here's some of the screen grabs from it. And you can see the train. Really, really, really pretty map. and it is available. It's a 1.4 gigabyte download. We've got people an hour ago, so some comments that are coming up already. Green Gamer 83. Sorry, Green Gamer, I did not intend to put you on the stream. You commented on the map. It says, I usually don't leave comments, but this map is amazing. You did a wonderful job. Thanks for giving it this to us. Really, that goes without saying. Map makers and modders, you put so much time into these things. It's crazy. Thank you for doing what you're doing. All right, let's see here. That PC spec is insane. We got MRCS 007 in the house. Welcome, Mr. Bond. Good to see you. Ryzen 9 7950X 16 core 4.5 gigahertz. Corsair 64 gigahertz. Vengeance series equal to 128 gigs of RAM. Gigabyte Aquus AQRUS RTX 4090. Okay, is that your setup? If it is, that's impressive. Or are you suggesting that's what I should build? I might not have the funds for that. That seems a little spicy, but it seems awesome. And let's see here. Emergency guy across from the dealership. All right, let's go check it out. Across from the dealership, which I believe is way over here. That is not the right direction. Where the hell is the dealership? It is maybe over here. That is what you built. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. We are over by the dealership. And you said, does that say Helena? Let's check it out. Yes, it does. Helena, right there. People, products, and knowledge. So there you go, Mr. Emergency Guy. But we have purchased some property up here, up on the hill. And I want to go and see what I've got. And again, because we had the meltdown with the the other map, we're trying this out. So let's drop down here. Let's see if I got the house with it. So let's come out of flight mode. Let's drop this down to 2x. Keep that on. Turn flight mode off. Let's see if... Yes, okay, very nice. So I get the house with it. Does it have a sweep trigger in it? And this is part of the Elk Mountain Ranch. We have very, very well-known house in this game. It's actually over here where the trigger should be. Is it in there? No, it wasn't. I was going in the right location. It's right in here. Should be right here, and there it is. So we can sleep. Let's just go ahead and sleep. Let's get a day through it. Helena. All right, so we have done one sleep trigger, so everything is good, and we got a save out of it as well. I think if we come out and look, I think there was canola up here that was potentially ready to harvest. Look at this map. It's so pretty. I wonder what this looks like at night. Let's forgive me for doing this, but let's come in here real quick. And let's advance to the evening hours. It's a little too dark. Little difficult to see. Let's back it up just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Sun and the moon. absolutely gorgeous. This is the funny thing. This game can be really, really pretty. And then when it, you know, stutters like crazy, it absolutely drives you insane. Westblade, welcome. What map is this? This is LMA Montana. Just released. Well, I take that back. It's been out for a while from No Creek Farms. It's been in beta form. You could download it from, I think he had a beta version on his itch.io page. Today, it got released. It's a 1.4 gigabyte file, and it is beautiful. I was not going to play it, but I was in my No Man's Land save, and things were not going well. Not going well. Still pronouncing Helena wrong. All right, I'm gonna try really hard here. So you say it's pronounced Helena. It's Helena, not Helena. Helena. Okay, I am sorry. And as I was mentioning, I have never just jumped into a map like this and played without modifying things, so this is an absolute first. So, what the heck? We have got canola that's ready to harvest, so let's just buy something and let's get at it. So let's get a harvester in here. We've got a little bit of money. What should we grab? Let's get a... There's a lot of stuff out there, but let's grab this STS series. This is what I had. Put a big grain tank on the top of it. We'll make it a 9860 STS. I like to get some nice floaters on here, so let's do Michelin's. No tracks. I want to see if we can get floaters on this. That's what I had in my other map. Miltus, Michelin. Well, maybe that's all I've got. 4-wheel drive. Model year. 2000s were a good model year, I'm not going to lie. You know, I grew up in cars. I was actually talking with my friends about cars and years of cars and decades. You know how we grow up liking certain decades of vehicles? You know, our parents, we laugh at them because my parents grew up in the 50s and 60s, and, you know, my dad will talk about, oh, yeah, 1956 Chevrolet, yeah. You know, and you see people buying older cars, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Buy a newer car. It's better. Well, now I'm older. I'm wanting to buy the cars back, you know, I had when I was in high school and grade school, and that'd be in, you know, late 90s and 2000s. So, yeah, 2000's a good year. Let's bump this thing up, though, to a 2024 version. I don't need that. No numbers. Auger pipe. Yeah, that's fine. Let's buy that. It's canola, so we need to get a... probably want to put a draper on that. Let's see. Come in here and grab a header. Let's see what header options we have. It's a 40-foot draper. 35-foot. Let's put this 30-foot draper on it. Yep, throw a Courier wind system on it. Buy. Again, we're just kind of running by the seat of our pants right here. Think of a chick's name, Helen, and then add an A. I'm apparently messing it up. Farmer C, welcome. What's happening? You emailed me again. I will check it out. And I mentioned early on, I've been traveling for work. I was gone all last week. I'm back, though, and so I haven't been playing the game. I haven't checked my email, but I will absolutely respond to you. Because I need to do our next round of I Build Your Farm. But right now, we are going to hop in this. I got $1.3 million left. Where'd my header go? Did I buy it? Let's see if I even bought it. I might not have bought it. Yeah, I bought it. I bet you it's back. All right, let's sell it. Let me get a little more room out here. And I will purchase it again. My guess is I bought it, but it went to the dealership. And I don't... kind of cheating a little bit. I don't want to have to run to the dealership to get it. Crop dividers, yes. Yep, Courier 1 system. Buy it. Yes. There it is. Let's start getting some of this canola up and see how much is out here. Using the manual attach mod. So to manually attach, you do have to come in here and connect your PTO and your hydraulics in your connector. So there we go. Let's see here. I've got my vehicle add-on, vehicle control add-on. Let's use it. Unfold everything. And away we go. So I think there are custom styles of props on this map. Let me turn off this. Let's hop out and take a look. Yeah, absolutely. So look at this. This is a really, really nice example of just detail that is put into these maps. So this is canola. We just came through here. We just cut. I did not lay down. I don't even know if you can do... Yeah, I think you can. You could have done a windrow of what would be straw. But you can see cutting the top off and then driving, the weight of the harvester, doing some destruction to the chaff that's there. Really, really, really nice. Using the vehicle add-on or the vehicle control add-on mod, really, I think, a game changer, honestly, for me, because you're able to do GPS and, you know, proper control of the vehicle without having a course built. Certainly, you could build a course. I'm sure there will be people making courses for Loma at some point, but with this particular mod, you can just, the width of the header is really what you've got. So we're going to turn it back on, and I turned it on. Now the vehicle is going to go, the combine is going to follow that particular path perfectly. All I'm doing is holding down the right, my index finger on my controller. To the end of the row, it just turns off for you. You can continue cutting the headlands if you want. You don't have to. You can then, wherever you'd like to turn, you can just turn it back on. And actually, that's going to try to do a complete U-turn on it. There we go. I brought it down to the left. And we are cutting once again. You know, while we've got this up, let me turn on my 80s. I've got a little 80s radio station here. Stand by. I'm using Creator Mix. Really kind of like it. Got a little 80s music coming through now. I'll turn the 80s music off. Not everybody loves the 80s music. So if you're just joining, appreciate you hopping by. Started out rough, not going to lie, folks. Not going to lie. Was going to be playing over on my No Man's Land save, but some pretty annoying performance issues with that game save. So I've jumped over here to LMA Montana, which was recently released by No Creek Farms. It's actually in its version 1 today, July 4th, 2024. Released on his itch.io page. It's a Mac and PC only map, and it is absolutely beautiful. In the Montana area, custom crops, custom textures, and, you know, again, because I couldn't play No Man's Land, I just hopped in here, bought some property, grabbed a John Deere 98 60 STS and a Draper header with a Prairie wind system on it, and we are cutting canola right now. I have no clue how much is here. I've got 2 fields. It's all I've got. I'm going to make the best of it. I can see the yield down in the lower left-hand corner that you cannot see because I've got my ugly mug all over the screen. The yield is not good. It's red. And I think I might go ahead and hit the cheat button. A little Shift R will allow me to go just a touch faster. Shift S. I have turned on the real speed limit. Suggested speed 10 miles an hour. I just did a quick run on the headlands. while I'm thinking about it, again, because like I had no equipment for this, let me come over here. Let's turn off the cutter, and let's grab a truck. I don't even know where you take your harvest. So let's grab something that we can actually dump into. Let's grab a truck. What should we buy? Let's grab a... Yeah, I'll grab a Volvo. No, I don't want a Volvo. Although I do like that Volvo. But I don't want it right now. I want this Pete. 500 horse, got a level 2 tune. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Exhaust tips. Ooh, I like those shorty tips. Cab decals. Oh, yes. I like that cat on there. Rear wheel fenders. No, I don't. I never liked those. I like just the good old stock looking fenders. Headache rack. Yeah, put a headache rack on there. Main color. Back over in No Man's Land, I had a purple one of these. My purple Pete. Stainless steel wheels. And yeah, we'll have a Montana license plate. Absolutely. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a trailer. And again, this is, we're not, like, I'm not playing anything here. Really, it was a shift over from No Man's Land. I had no intentions of playing Loma. It just happened to come out today. And I thought, what the heck? You know, since we're having so many performance issues over there, we'll just come over here and play this one. So let's do that. Got a Dakota hopper bottom, 38-footer, 50.7 cubic yards. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead, because again, I have no clue, absolutely no clue where the co-op is on this map. I would like to find it. Go ahead and dump off into here. Yield is terrible on this field right now. Again, we just jumped into it, so it's not like we had any opportunity to do any type of fertilizer or whatnot. So we're just going with what is, you know, available. Turn that off. Terrible, terrible yield. And I've only got, you know, like 81 bushels in this truck. Would never do this in real life, but I have no clue where the co-op is, so let's go find it. I think we have to go this way, because we are way up on a mountain right now. Over to the left is the pasture area, and I think I can just, you know, yeah. All the feeding troughs, very, very nice. You know, you can take a look. We're way up on this mountain. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Would these have been glacier movement or glacial movement? They created those. I have no clue. I'm not a geologist. Got a 3406 cat in this. Kind of a little bit of overspeed here. Over revving it just a touch, but that's okay. She's under warranty. And we're trying to find the co-op. We're trying to find where I actually sell seed. You know what I can probably do? I should probably, instead of just randomly driving all over the map, I can use the feature of coming in here and finding. So what do we have? Canola. Big sandy grain. We want to sell at the highest price. So let's go to there and let's show the place. We're down in this valley, so I can't... There it is. It's way over the... Okay. That's not terrible. Oh, the train just went by. This is probably a really, really long train, too. Oh, yeah, it is. Let's take a listen. It's a little scary. I would never get this close to a train. But that is a very long freight train. I like that license plate, too. The Treasure State, Montana. Not an easy curve right there. This does not appear to be a place. It's probably the train. We're not going to be able to sell it here. That's not going to work. Big sandy grain. General Mills. Let's go to the General Mills elevator. That's fine. Tag the place. Where in the heck is that? And I guess we'll just have to go find it. You know, inform my troubles so we don't feel like we're, you know, wasting all this. Let's go ahead and fill. Let's just go ahead and fill up with canola. There we go. Much, much better. A lot heavier, too. I've noticed the fireworks are still going off. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern in Indiana, and I can hear the booms happening outside. My poor dog, she absolutely traumatized by fireworks. We are flying down this gravel road, 52 miles an hour, pretty much at fuel cutoff in the Cat. She's got a level 2 tune in her, though. She's okay. She's fine. No worries. Coming in hot, boys. This is the General Mills elevator. So again, I didn't even know where this place was at. We just decided to hop in the truck. I'm apparently not driving very well. I just want to see what a load of sorghum is, or canola. This is canola. Is going to give us. And I wanted to check out also some of the detail on the grain elevators, because again, this is such a pretty map by No Creek Farms. Hopefully I don't high center on these tracks. Hop in here. We're going to go ahead and start overloading. We'll just see what we get out of this test load. $7,000 out of the first hopper. It's going to be $7,000 out of the second hopper as well. At least it should be. That is tight in there. Oh, did it all come out in one hopper? No, there's two hoppers there. There we go. The Dakota manufacturing 38-foot trailer here. Very nice. Another 7,000, and we'll go ahead and pull out of the General Mills sale point. And I want to walk around a little bit again. I want to see this map, see some of the details that have been put into it. It's really, really, really nice. Love the train tracks. Love the gravel. I love the just very, very nice. I wonder if, I don't know. I want to try something. I'm going to try something, chat. I don't think this is going to work, but I do want to try something. So we've got Jay Weezy's train mods that are out, right? So an entire set of train mods that if you're on Mac or PC, you can download, you can build your own train track. It's spectacular. But you got to lay your own track down. I wonder if we could use existing track, because he made some modifications to the locomotives, changed the way their physics were a little bit, gave them a little bit more stability. And I want to see if I can drop... And, oh, I didn't have enough money, that's why. I need to give myself some more money. Money, 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 money. There's 5 million. I, again, have absolutely no clue if this will work. We need to turn on our super strength. This is one of the difficult aspects of the train pack, is you've got to pick up your train and you've got to drop it on the tracks. Now, traditionally, we would be placing our own track. So we would be in the map editor and we would add our own track. We are going to see if there is any way possible to use track that's already on a map. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it will. But that doesn't keep me from trying. It is on the track. It is on the track. Okay. Oh, I forgot he did a complete update of these. All new interiors on some of these trains. New sounds. New horns, too, by the way. New bells. So I would need to, let's see here, do that. Now, here's my worry. So I don't know if these... See, I don't think these are actual switches. It doesn't work. Does it work a little bit? It's going in a straight line. But I guarantee you, like you said, so it's working in the straight line. But these switches, I guarantee, are not going to work because there's no actual switch. But I'm still curious. I'm still curious, David. Now let's see. Well, that's interesting. It triggered the... No, never mind this. I thought for a moment there that my train triggered the lights, and it did not. So what happens here? Yeah, it's going up over... Yeah, you're right. You're right. I had to give it a try, though. I had to give it a try. I don't know how Jay Weezy would get that to work out. I guess you could delete existing tracks, maybe? I don't know. You've already tried. You know, I should have just taken your word for it. Seems like it would be awesome. It was going in a straight line, but apparently not going to work around curves. It'll derail. Okay. Well, you know what? What the heck? Let's derail it. Let's give it a shot. Alright, we're back on. There's a slight curve up ahead. Again, I completely trust you, David. I gotta give it a shot. And we've derailed. Yeah, you're right. The funny thing is the back half wanted to go. All right, stand by. I'm trying this one more time. I want to get out of these switches. Go real slow, no switches. Okay. Let's try it. I'm on the track. I'm definitely on the track. Well, I was on the... I gotta get this back in on... There we go. We are on the track. I'm gonna go semi-slow. So I'm gonna run like, let's run like 15 miles an hour. I want to see what it does at this curve. Again, completely trust you, David, but I got to give it a shot. We're going to go over this crossing. It's go a little faster. We're doing 30. Here's a curve. Let's see what happens. It did it. David, it did it. It did it. It did it. No switches, but it did that curve. Let's put the hammer down. Let's put the hammer down. 50 miles an hour. We are running strong. All right, let me slow down a little for this curve. So let's run about 30. Let's run 30 through here. Let's see what it does. David, it's doing it. It is doing it. It will not go on the switches. But she is running the curves. So, I mean, there you have it. It kind of worked. Kind of worked. I think as you go up here, though, it starts to kind of lose its mind a little bit. But as long as you stay straight and you don't go on switches, I mean, we were running pretty quick through there. So I don't know what you could do with this, if anything. I don't know if you could come in and delete. I don't know. I don't know if the track is all in one track. I'm going to really run. Let's go as fast as we can through this curve. Let's see what it does up here. Let's check this out. We're going as fast as we can. And it is doing the curve. 57 miles an hour. We come to the end of the... So that's the end of the map. Let's throw it in reverse. Let's run it back the other way as fast as possible. We know it absolutely will not work on the switches because the switches are not right. But let's see if it will stay on the track. And I'm going to keep it down, 64 miles an hour, even across this. It went right over it. No issues. We are still on the track. We have not derailed. 70 miles an hour. There's the derail. 70 miles an hour, we have derailed. So there you have it. That's pretty interesting. It kind of worked. Stay off the switches and, you know, take the corners not at 70 like I was doing. And you can put Jay Weezy's locomotive pack on the LMA Montana track. And it kind of works. So we're coming up on midnight Eastern time in the United States. Happy 4th of July to everybody in the United States. Independence Day. Appreciate it. Anybody from outside of the United States, appreciate you joining me. I'm going to call it right there. What a mess to start, though. Major mess on No Man's Land. Major frame rate dropping. But we got through it. We checked out Loma. We showed you where to get it. We went through some troubleshooting that you might do when you're on your own system and you find that you know, things are not great and you're getting frame rate drops, you're getting micro stutters, things that you can do. We tried to do some troubleshooting. It kind of worked, it kind of didn't. You know, in the end, I think what I'm finding is that I've just got to bite it and I've got to build a system. The Mac is spectacular for you know, multimedia. It's wonderful for YouTube and editing and things like that, but it just is not a farm sim friendly application computer. And for 25, I am definitely going to need to build a system. So from Loma, Montana, I appreciate you hopping on. Thanks, everybody. See you next time right here on the farm with the Stovers.